life 5 years ago, so I was just getting ready to graduate and go to high school.
Normal life, work, home, just a normal life, working life.
Antonio being a normal teenager and Rose being a normal little girl and going on vacations and having fun and not a worry in the world.
It was good. Like, I was playing soccer still, and then I got sick.
Cancer, out of the blue. Never expected anything. Thought it was a soccer injury. Pulled a muscle.
It was Ewing sarcoma. Only about 250 kids a year get it. Boys get it a year. So, and he was one of them. Not my kid. Like cancer. Nah. You know, check your x-rays again, I said. We're here for a soccer injury. But it was cancer. Time to grow up.
I told him to take my leg off right away. I didn't want to go through treatment because I've seen what it can do. And I didn't want to be a part of that. So I wanted to just cut it off. But then they said if you cut it off, then it just has a bigger chance of spreading to other places that'll make it more deadly.
It's my flesh and blood in there. There's no other thing I would do. I would turn the world upside down for him, for the family.
The first treatment ever, I remember following the tube with my finger as the liquid went through, and then drew it all the way up to my port. And then when it got to my port, I was like, all right, this is it. And my whole mind just switched. From right when it started, it just switched to warrior. I gotta finish. Because I can't just not fight. I have a lot to live for. When I first heard about Lifeline, it was in the hospital. When they first came in, I was like, whoa, who are you? You're not my doctor.
And on Friday, a little girl named Tippy would come in with Hala. She would come and do her little thing, and she would go out, and I'd be like, oh, she's not gonna come back. And she would come back, then she'd come back every day. She would come back until she made that dent.
They told us who they were, and I just kind of fell in love with the organization right away.
It's another world, and it's a happy world.
I drove up to camp, and as we pulled in, and there's music and people dressed up and they're jumping around. They started shaking the car. I was just enjoying it, like I was gonna fit in it.
They just loved him. He was a different person. He was happy.
He wasn't there as a sick kid. He was a normal kid having fun. None of those kids had a problem while they were there.
To explain camp, all day and all night, you're doing something. Even just from sitting around in the cabin talking, to swimming and doing archery, or my favorite, which was going in the studio and making music.
High life means to me happiness, support, family, wonderful friends.
The most important thing in life, probably family. And at the end of the day, High Lifeline, they welcomed us into their family. They make us feel safe and that we can trust them, and we can just bond with them in knowing that if we do need something, and they'll be right on it to make sure that we get what we need and to make us feel comfortable.